On June 3, 2025, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, in partnership with the Global Climate Fund, hosted a high-level inception meeting in St. Lucia. The initiative, titled Adapt for St. Lucia, aims to boost climate adaptation through participatory planning and greater involvement for the small-scale private sector within the island's forestry sector.
We're holding our inception meeting for a readiness project that we have in St. Lucia, funded by the Green Climate Fund, and it is about helping forestry to adapt to climate change. So we're looking at adaptation solutions for the people involved in the forestry sector in St. Lucia. We know about the hazards that the St. Lucia is vulnerable to. And we're trying to figure out from the hazards what is the behavior change we'd like to see in the people involved in gaining a living in the forestry sector. So we're talking about how people who gather non-timber forest products and make a living out of that, what it is they need to change in the way that they do to continue making a living in despite of droughts, in despite of heavy rains, that kind of thing we're looking at.
The chief economist also addressed the critical concern of land degradation, which involves the deterioration of land quality due to human actions or natural factors, which results in lower productivity and harm to the environment.
What are the drivers for land degradation? One of them would be climate change. One could be the practices that people are engaged with. So it may be working with people to change the way that they harvest certain things from trees, in the way that they cultivate the lands. All of those are adaptation measures that can be put in to deal with these.
The chief economist also spoke about the anticipated effects of drought projected for the region.
Given that, and given the experience we have had, is that the forests themselves will become more susceptible to fire. So given that, how will we at the people deal with people who still engage in slash and burn to clear the area, to plant? What are the type of species that we should be putting in that are more fire resistant? Should the area be more susceptible to fire? Those are the considerations that we would take in, that we would look at today.
For Choice News Now, I am Dara Lionel.